Once again, coming up through the foggy vape of goodness, Joe of all vapes. Today we're talking about the Bolt RTA from Godria. Now, Godria makes some awesome vaping hardware so far that I have seen, but I have not tried this yet. Taken a look at it, taken it out of the box, oogled and awed at its brilliance, at least on the outside. Now, this is going to be a raw review. So far, I'm kind of digging the raw reviews. It just basically enables me to break it down with you guys and not have to lie about anything that I like or I don't like if I tried it ahead of time. So we're going to take the camera down below. We're going to take a gander at this bad boy, and we're going to mount some coils, we're going to mount some cotton, then we're going to test it out, and hopefully it will live up to the hype that I have seen. So let's do this. All right, so first of all, I want to thank my guys over at Vango Vapes for being awesome enough to sponsor Joe of all Vapes and give me this awesome build pad to show you the Bolt RTA. Bolt is Bolt, okay? So let's kind of swing around the back and take a look at it. We got the T-type screwdriver, some organic cotton, 2 coils, an extra glass replacement, 7 O-rings, 4 sus 316 screws, 4 sus 316 springs. So first of all, really attractive look to this. This thing comes in 5 different colors: stainless, matte black, gold, blue, and rainbow. I am a stainless steel man. Also dig the rainbow, but let's just kind of take an outward look at this. I've said this before, I've never been a massive fan of actually putting the name brand on the actual tank designs or the RDAs or RTAs before, but that's pretty flashy. I really dig the G from the Godria logo. You've got this silver pearlescent 510 drip tip, comes right off, super simple, and top fill design. Boom, right there, guys. So this is about 50 millimeters in height from the bottom of the post to the top of the drip tip, and about 24 millimeters in diameter. And we have the interior cap here that goes right over the build deck, and this is the actual build deck. As you can see, gold-plated, spring-loaded clamp style. Really dig the spring-loaded clamp style. Makes it so super amazingly simple to load any type of coil that comes with this thing or what have you. Fairly large build deck with the air intake flow right over the bottom of the coils, which gives you really decent airflow and hopefully ensures a decent amount of cloud production and flavor. So let's take a look at the box. You got your extra glass sleeve. Looks like you got your user manual. Here's a couple sheets of cotton that we were talking about here, and of course the ever popular swag bag. So you've got your little combo wrench device going on here. Got some extra springs, some extra O-rings, as well as your extra Phillips screws, and these are the spare coils that came with this guy. So I'm gonna bust these out. So as you can see, these coils are not huge. They're only 5 wraps, so it gives you a little bit of an indication as to the size of what we're working with. So it will be slightly advantageous that you actually bust out your size 30 little coil rod from your Coilmaster coil jig and size these things up, because the legs are kind of staggered, one over and one down instead of wrapped around and straight ahead. This is pretty much what we're going to have to deal with. But honestly, I find sometimes the screwdriver works pretty good for that too. Okay, so I spaced these apart just a little bit. Top view, front view, and side view. Okay, so let me mount this. Okay, so this is coming in at 0.25 ohms. And yeah, that's a pretty dang good fire. That's pretty solid and consistent inside out, just the way I want to see it. So you're going to be working with the Kendo Vape Cotton today, which is pre-spun. I really dig my Kendo. I think it's really good for wicking. Everybody has their own favorites. Just give it a little snippety snip. And of course, give it the telltale little fluff out here. Not too fluffy, but just nice and fluffy. So of course, when I tuck in the cotton on RDA designs like this, RTA designs like this, I don't want to completely cover up the wicking holes here. Not too tight, because if you do it too tight, then it is really going to restrict the wicking. Okay, so everything is fully packed and still nice and fluffy. Always pre-saturate. A little bit in the wicking holes. Okay, so far that is burning phenomenally wonderful. We're going to toss the top cap back on. So there is your 2 mil capacity top filling RTA bolt from Godria. Now as you can see, the wicking holes do not always perfectly line up. You can kind of barely see the opening right there and a little bit more right there. But as long as you can still see the opening, no matter how this screws on, it is still going to wick. Now here is the big thing about the majority of RTAs that I have used. When you have your air intake fully open or fully closed, really doesn't matter. You want to make sure that these things do not leak. Now, sometimes it is not up to you. It's depending on the designer of the individual who made these things. But there are a few RTAs that I have tried on the market that do not leak like a sieve. Hopefully, the Bolt RTA won't either. This thing is supremely gorgeous. So far, I'm really loving just the look, the design, the function. Let's check out the ability now. So we're going to bring the camera back up and give this guy a little test drive. Okay, so here's where I can show you a little bit more about the air intake closure. Now, I've got the air open up all the way. There is a definite stopping point on this too, where you can turn it all the way closed and it will stop. You can turn it all the way open, it'll stop once again. And I can demonstrate that for you. So you can take pretty much a full lung of air. You close it all the way, nothing. I mean, just a complete and total stoppage of all airflow whatsoever. Now, so far, I've just got a little bit of juice on the bottom portion here. It is a really, really fast wick. This thing is about 50% low on the juice. So hopefully it's not going to give me a little bit of spit back. The flavor quality is superb. I've only got this thing at about 60 watts, completely soaking in. Flavor quality is absolutely out of sight. I've only got a little bit of leakage coming out the air intake valve here, which may be more on my part in the fault category there. It is coming a little bit out the air intake here, and like I said, I mean, that may be my fault because I didn't put enough cotton in the wicking holes there. So far, I like the overall design. It's a really, really gorgeous design. I love the cloud production. And even for a guy like me who does not have a mass lung capacity, I think this thing works really super well. So far, the Godria Bolt RTA is an absolute 9 out of 10. Now, the leakage issue is something that concerns me just a little bit because I definitely want to make sure that it wasn't my fault and I just didn't put in enough cotton in those wicking holes. But I'm going to reload this thing with some more cotton once it kind of gets down to the last bits of juice here, and keep giving this thing a little bit of a test drive. But I want you guys to try this thing out for yourself, because Godria was nice enough to send me 2 stainless steel model RTAs along with this review. So, giveaway time here, guys. Here's what I want you to do. Go into the comment section below, put in Joe's Bolt giveaway. And if you want an extra chance at winning, check out my Instagram page. Look for the post for this review and put in the tag into the comment section below, Joe's Bolt giveaway, and tag a couple friends. I will choose from the comment section below here and from my Instagram page post, and I will choose a winner to win another stainless steel Bolt RTA from Godria. So Godria, I want to thank you very much for allowing me to review your awesome new Bolt RTA. It is a really, really beautiful form and function. Once you get this thing kicking through, you're not going to want to put it down. This is a really gorgeous design. I know I'm going to have a ton of fun using this thing. Hope one of you guys out there wins this Godria Bolt RTA. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Definitely follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. This is Joe of All Vapes, your eye in that vaping sky, wishing you to stay humble. You love yourselves, love each other, keep it eternally cloudy, and as always, pinky out. Hey everybody, this is Joe of All Vapes. Thank you for watching. For the best in vape reviews, pound that subscribe button, and don't forget, vaping saves lives.